Hello everybody. Um, so today's video is going to be kind of different than the videos that I usually do. I made a video like it before in the past. I'm pretty sure it was called Story Time, when I came face to face with a mountain lion, something like that. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. It's the first and I think only story time I've done. Well, this is going to be another story time video. The reason I'm doing this today is because I was busy today. I went on a date and I didn't have enough footage to make an edited Fortnite video, enough footage or enough time. But since I'm recording this on a Friday, the next 2 days are the weekend, so I'm really hoping that I can get some footage to make some edited Fortnite videos for the next 2 days. So the next 2 videos you guys see from me should be edited Fortnite videos. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about that time that I got arrested at Worlds of Fun in 7th grade choir. It's not really, I guess, arrested. They more brought me to the like police station within Worlds of Fun. But first of all, let's explain what Worlds of Fun is. If you don't know what Worlds of Fun is, it's an amusement park in the Midwest. At least that's the only location I think they have. But anyways, it's an amusement park. Costs like $100 per person to get in or whatever. You know, it's super expensive. Whatever. So in my choir class, I was taking choir in 7th grade. First and only year that I did it, I was the only male soprano in my choir class. If you don't know what that is, a soprano is usually a female with a very high-pitched singing voice. But I am not a female, and if you've been listening to my videos, I don't have a very high-pitched voice. But back then I did. I had a super high-pitched and squeaky voice. So we started doing fundraising because our choir teacher wanted to take us on a trip to Worlds of Fun to celebrate after we did a choir competition. And so we raised the money, whatever, and I actually didn't have to pay to go on the trip. Some kids did have to pay. I didn't have to pay to go on the trip because I was the only male soprano, so I got kind of a special treatment with that. So anyways, we end up going. We do the music competition thing, and we go to Worlds of Fun, and we all get in, and my parents gave me like $20 to spend there, you know, just for like food and knickknacks and that type of stuff. And once we're there, you know, I start hanging out with my friends, going on rides, you know, screaming, having a good time. Well, at this point in my life, I was really desperate to make friends. Like, I was always looking for ways to make people happy, make the other kids around me happy, hoping that if I could make them happy, they would respect me. Which, life lesson in case you didn't know this, making people happy doesn't necessarily make them respect you. And I learned that the hard way. But, you know, super nerdy, tiny, skinny, little me, high-pitched voice me, wanted to make some friends. So I started walking around with a group. We were assigned groups, I'm pretty sure. And these kids started going around the shops and buying candy and stuffed animals and that stuff. And, you know, it was cloudy and it was starting to rain and stuff, and they didn't want to carry their stuff. I've said stuff like 30 times now. So they gave their items to me, because I don't want to say stuff. They gave their items to me, and we were just walking around, going store to store to store, me accumulating stuff in my arms. And then we finally go into this toy store, and I still have the $20. I don't think I spent it on, sorry, one second. I don't think I spent it on anything besides, what did I spend it on? A funnel cake? Yeah, so we were inside the store, and I saw like a double-sided yo-yo thing, like it had two spinny things, and the middle was the rope that you held on to, so you could do some like crazy tricks with it. And I was really into yo-yos during this time, trying to learn how to do yo-yo tricks and stuff. And so I'm holding the stuff, and I put the yo-yo on top of the stuff that I'm holding. Thinking, well, I'm just going to pay for it before we walk out of the store. I'm going to have everybody grab their stuff. Well, we're in that store for like a good half hour. We're in that store for a long time. And no one ended up getting anything. And we all walked out of the store and met in like the courtyard that's in between all of the stores. And if you're paying attention, I just said that we walked out of the store. I didn't say that I bought the yo-yos. So I'm sure you can guess what happened. I evidently walked out of the store with the yo-yos still on top of the stuff. And about 20 seconds after getting out of the store, standing there, right in front of the store, I look down and I see the yo-yos. Everyone's starting to take their stuff back. It's like starting to pour rain now. And everybody's taking their stuff. And all of a sudden, I feel a tap on my shoulder. Like a tap, tap, tap. And I turn around. And there's 2 police officers and this short lady with blonde hair right behind me. And I already know what's up. I already know that they saw me steal the yo-yo. And I'm about to get in a lot of trouble. But I tried to do the only thing I could think of. And I tried to act like, I think I said, "Don't worry guys, I already found them." Saying that like I was looking for my parents or something, and they were telling me that they found my parents. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't in my right mind. I was terrified. So they took me, and all my friends started going, ooh, Kane's in trouble. And they brought me behind one of the stores, in like a fenced-in area. And they were like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was just paralyzed. I can't even remember what I said. They were like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you steal the yo-yo?" I gave it back and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to." They didn't really believe me, of course. They thought I was trying to steal the yo-yo. And then my choir teacher, they called my choir teacher. She showed up. She was devastated. I've never seen someone look at me with that much disappointment in their eyes. And they said that I couldn't do any more rides. I wasn't allowed to go back to Worlds of Fun for a year. I got a year ban from Worlds of Fun. And they made me sit on the bus. And keep in mind, I said that it was pouring at this point. It was pouring, right? I was soaked in rain, okay? And the stuff that I had been holding had some of people's food in it. And that food got soppy and wet, and I smelled horrible. I smelled like old, saggy, rotten, nasty food and wet white boy. That's what I smelled like. And I had to sit on the bus with my head down for, what was it? We were there for 8 hours total. 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon. And I would have said that right around lunchtime was when I had to sit on the bus. So I was sitting on that bus, soaking wet, humid. It was super humid too, for 4 hours. 4 hours. And before I had to sit on the bus, like I said, they brought me into after we were in the back, they brought me into the police station, and the lady was like, "I would like to press charges. I'd like to press charges." And the police officers were like, "Well, in this case, ma'am, since he's like 11 years old, we can't really place charges on him. We could press charges on his family, though, if that's what you'd like." And they had a long discussion with my parents about it and stuff. And she eventually decided not to press charges. So I got out of punishment with the parents for that. I told my parents, I told my choir teacher. I know my parents believed me. I don't think my choir teacher did. I'm pretty sure she thought I was lying to her, which kind of made me upset because I really liked my choir teacher and I was always trying to impress her with my singing. And she gave me a lot of attention because I was the male soprano. But the craziest part was, like, I've always been a goody two-shoes, someone who follows all the rules, a nerdy, like I said, nerdy, skinny white kid in the hallways. If you want someone to do your homework, I'm the guy. And when all of a sudden, when I get back to school the next day, everyone's looking at me like I'm some sort of rebel. Like, I hear them whispering about me, like, "You know what Caden did? Did you hear what Caden did? I heard Caden got arrested. I heard Caden went to jail." And all the rumors were false. No one really knew what happened besides me, and not even my choir teacher. I was the only one that really knew what happened, the full story. And so all these rumors were going around and stuff, and I'd have people come up to me and ask me and be like, are you that kid? Are you that kid that stole stuff from Worlds of Fun? And so my sister, I'm in 11th grade now, but my sister goes to the same middle school I went to. And she's in choir. She's been in choir all 3 years. She's in 8th grade now. And every year they tell the new students when they're about to go on a field trip not to steal something. Like, it's a hint back to what I did, because this is the first time an incident was ever happened at Worlds of Fun, and it was because of me. And yeah, that's basically it. I guess my legacy lives on in the middle school that I went to. I'm a legend. My stories are passed down generation through generation. It's really funny though, because anybody who hears that thinks that I'm some sort of punk, leather jacket covered in tattoos, but then they meet me and they're like, oh, you're not anything like we were expecting, and I'm like, I know, right? Funny how that works. Yeah, but that's the time that I got arrested at Worlds of Fun. It's not the only time I almost got arrested, and I think I'm going to be making another video soon about the second time that I almost got arrested, and that one is really interesting. But I just wanted to warm you guys up with a lighthearted storytelling, kind of something from my personal life. Let me know if you guys liked the video, comment if you have something to say, and, like the video if you actually liked it. I don't want you to like the video just because you know me. Like the video if you actually like this type of content, because I'm trying to make the videos good for you viewers. And yeah, so again, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.